Hi, my name is Ashley Archella, and I'm on the Operations OS product team here at ZoomInfo. In this video, I'm going to show you how our latest addition to the Enriched suite, Discover, can help you set filters based on your ICP criteria in order to uncover net new companies to export to your CRM. First thing we'll do is define our ICP by creating a ZoomInfo company search. You'll see here that I've defined my ICP to be companies in New York within the finance industry that have at least 5,000 employees. Once I'm satisfied with my search, I can either choose to enrich my records here or choose to enrich them during my export with a custom package. In this use case, I'm going to link this to a list import test that I've pre-configured with one of my custom ZoomInfo packages to fully enrich these profiles. I will also be making sure I'm not creating any duplicates, adding segments where needed, and if I choose, add the option to export my buying committee here on these new accounts as well. Now if we navigate to my Salesforce, you will see that I have no new accounts created this week. Once I process this task and give it a moment, when I refresh this, I should have all new accounts created through this Discover search product. So you'll see here that it's populated that I have all of these new accounts, all of which have their HQ addresses in New York. Now if I open up one of these accounts, I should be able to see that I've also exported my 2 contacts for each of these new accounts based on the buying committee that I've defined in my previous task. This was VP titles within the Department of Sales. You can also leverage your buying committee in this task to ensure all new accounts have the right contacts to reach out to. You can find out more about this in our Discover demo for exporting buying committee. In this video, I'm going to show you how our latest addition to the Enriched suite, Discover, can help you expand your buying committee criteria to discover net new contacts at your incoming and existing target accounts. First thing that we will do is define our buying committee by creating a ZoomInfo contact search. If you have a buyer persona made up of complex criteria, we recommend creating your buying committee first in Sales OS and leveraging that as a filter in our Discover search with additional filters that we provide. You'll see here that I've defined my buying committee to be persons with VP titles that work in sales departments. I've also selected to exclude partial profiles to ensure that any contact that I'm creating for my sales reps has as much information as possible readily available for them to leverage when prospecting. Once this is defined, you will go to any of your real-time or mass enrich flows to enable. I'm going to enable this in a Salesforce trigger I have set up for any new accounts being created in my Salesforce. You'll navigate over to the Events tab, enable, and add a new one. I've labeled this one Export Buying Committee. Your event action will be Discover related, and you will select that Discover search that we had just configured. You have a few different options here that allow you to completely customize which dynamic fields coming in and out of your pipeline you want to match on, in addition to those filters we had created in our search. But for this use case, we're going to choose to match to the company of the incoming account. I'm going to select my export options to be 2 contacts created for every account to start, and select a pre-configured task that these new records will trigger through. This will be to make sure that we are converting them to contacts, fully enriching their profile with my custom ZoomInfo package, linking them to their account, and routing them to the appropriate sales rep. I go here and I create a new account. We will see that this is going to trigger through our Salesforce trigger. Once this is completed, and I refresh my Salesforce, you'll see that I now have a fully enriched profile, and I have 2 contacts that have now been linked. Each one of these you can see are VP titles, and they work in sales departments. They also both have an email available and a phone number so that my sales reps can go and prospect to them immediately. In this video, I'm going to show you how our latest addition to the Enriched suite, Discover, can help you set up triggers to monitor data changes and automatically notify your sales team via Slack to take action when a change occurs. With Discover, you can track and take action on any data change that is occurring in your go-to-market database after enrichment. We can send notifications when a company receives a new funding round, if a person had just been promoted to a certain job title that we had defined, if their annual revenue was updated to be above 1 million, really anything that we want to use that we feel is a good indicator that this contact is in a much better position to consider purchasing from the sales team. Today, we're going to be sending a notification to our sales team if one of our contacts' phone number has been updated. First thing you'll need to do is create a designated Slack channel for these notifications. Once that's created, you'll connect Slack to your Ringlead app. You can learn more about this in our Help Center article for sending notifications. Once that's completed, I'm setting up a Mass Enrich task on my contacts to run every quarter as a data refresh. I've added my custom ZoomInfo contact package, and you'll see that I have my phone number field set to overwrite. I'll navigate over to the Events tab. I'll add a new one with the event action to send a notification. I've copied and pasted my channel ID, and I've also added my user ID here. The reason I did this and I didn't select the tag record owner or task owner is because I'm using an email in my demo environment that does not match the email that I have in Slack. In order to utilize the tagging dynamic users feature for Slack notifications, it is essential that the emails are the same in Salesforce versus in Slack. I have my trigger set to be a change field value, and my field is phone number. What this is saying is anytime a contact in this task gets their phone number field updated, I'm sending a notification. So once I run and review this, you'll see that this contact has a new phone number here. And once I process that and run it, I'm going to receive a notification in Slack, tagged myself here. It'll tell me what the change field value was and what the condition was. So my phone number was changed. I can select this link and it'll open the resolution screen if I have access to it. And it'll also send the Salesforce link. So if I click on this, now I have the opened contact with their new phone number. When a main point of contact moves on to another company, it can result in a ton of manual work needing to be done by a sales representative, keeping them from prospecting into new accounts and building relationships. And sometimes, our main point of contacts can move on to another company without sales reps even knowing, leaving them wondering why they're not getting a response to their emails or having to find a new contact during renewals in the 11th hour. With ZoomInfo's new feature Discover, you'll be able to completely automate this for your sales reps by sending a notification via Slack once that person has moved on, preserving that contact's historical data, and generating a hot new lead at their new company to be routed to their designated rep, while simultaneously backfilling their position with new contacts that fit the old main point of contact's profile, fully enriched and ready for your sales reps to start building relationships. In this video, I'm going to walk you through setting up a task that allows you to take action on ZoomInfo's person has moved field on behalf of the sales rep. When a main point of contact moves from a company, the account manager needs a new champion at this account, so we are going to automate that for the rep. First thing we'll do is set up a notification. My event action is to send a notification. I put in my channel ID, and I've selected to tag the record owner, with the trigger being the condition person has moved is yes is met. So anytime a contact is marked with person has moved is yes value, that Salesforce record owner will get a notification via Slack notifying them of which contact had moved on to a new company. Next thing we want to do is backfill their position so our sales team has a new contact to reach out to. My event action here is Discover related. I'm using a ZoomInfo contact search. I'm using customized filters to match on. I have job title, department, company, function, and management level to make sure that we're exactly matching that main point of contact's position before they had moved on. We have that same condition here for a person has moved is yes in order to trigger this. Because this champion has moved on to a new company, it actually generates a really hot lead for new business to follow up on. So we're going to create a new lead for these contacts with their new company information, new contact information, and the new account to link this lead to if it didn't exist in my Salesforce yet. So here we have our event action just to create a new record. We're sending it to a list import test to make sure that we are able to do all that contact to account linking and routing. And I'll map my fields to make sure that I am mapping their new, fresh information on over. We'll have that same condition here for a person has moved his yes. So what this will look like for the sales rep is they are going to get a notification to their Slack tagging them with which records had met this condition group, ZoomInfo person has moved his yes. Once they open up these records, they'll see that this person has their same title, the same website, all of the information has been preserved, but they have been marked as inactive with that ZoomInfo person has moved field. You'll see the same thing here. Their title, department, company information is all the same, but they've been marked inactive. Now when I open up this person's old account, you'll see that I actually did create a new contact for them with that same title and with an email to reach out to. And what this will look like now for those two people that have moved on, they've now been created as two new contacts associated with their new account, with their new email and their new phone numbers. In this video, I'm going to show you how our latest addition to the Enriched suite, Discover, can help you automate the process of finding net new sales opportunities based on ZoomInfo's lookalike models. Using ZoomInfo's company lookalike data points, you can pull in net new accounts that share similar ICP criteria to your target account list. First thing we're going to do is create a custom ZoomInfo package with their company data and adding that company lookalike list. Then I'm going to run a mass enrich task against my target accounts. Here I have it filtered down to just Microsoft. I've added that package here and mapped the fields that I want. Then once I navigate over to events, I'm going to create a new event. I'm going to select that company lookalike data point to build new records off of and send them to a list import. We're going to send these records through a list import task to leverage other functionality in the platform like duplicate prevention, relationship linking, enriching, and routing. We want to make sure we are not creating duplicate records in our Salesforce and are also delivering these records to our sales reps as complete account profiles that take effective action on. Now that we have everything configured, I'm going to run this task. Once this processes, I'm going to go to my Salesforce. You can see that I have no new accounts created today. Once I let that process and I refresh this page, you should see that I've created 4 new accounts using the lookalike model for Microsoft. If I open up one of these accounts, let's look at IBM for example, I've also dynamically exported their contacts, fitting our buying committee, VP titles and sales departments, and each contact also has an email and a phone number ready to reach out to. In this video, I'm going to show you how the latest addition to our Enriched suite, Discover, allows you to use ZoomInfo's expansive location data to export other office locations for your target accounts, as well as target contacts at those specific locations. I'm going to set up a mass enrich task here on my target accounts in order to utilize ZoomInfo's data to export all of their different locations. Here I have this filtered down to just one record for ZoomInfo's HQ address. I've added a custom ZoomInfo package with their location data and specifically their location outputs. I'm going to create a new event using that location output. Event action will be create new record, and I'm going to send this to a list import. We're going to send these records through a list import task to leverage other functionality in the platform like duplicate prevention, relationship linking, enriching, and routing. We want to make sure we are not creating duplicate records in our Salesforce and are also delivering these records to our sales reps as complete account profiles for them to take effective action on. Now that we have everything configured, let's run our task. Once this processes, I'm going to refresh my Salesforce to show the ZoomInfo hierarchy built out. You should be able to see here now that we have our ZoomInfo HQ with all their different locations underneath them as child accounts. If I go ahead and open one of these up, you can see that I was able to leverage our export buying committee functionality as well to export 2 product manager roles who work at this specific ZoomInfo location in Waltham. Thank you for listening. Check out our other ZoomInfo Discover demo videos to learn how to use your buying committee in other ways.